Do you know that the impossible crash 300 that even some people are running away from? Do you know that there are levels you will get to in forex trading that you begin to trade all of them? Do you know that you can possibly make profit even in that crash 300? Last time when I told us that if you can be able to see opportunities using what I showed us, some people will find it difficult, but here is that same thing that I told you, and here it is now. Look at it. Look at where I followed the trade. From this very place, I told you to allow something to happen, which is allow the bearish move to take its course. Then when that happened, this is bullish, and once that bullish occur right here and now, this is the candle. I allowed everything to move, but until I see the first spike in this place, that first spike you are seeing must take its course. The first one must take its course from this very corner right here. Immediately I see the first spike, then I now have to enter, and this is where the market is currently in the now. Look at it. Just take from this place to this place. Then someone will say, why not close it? Why not close it? Rush and close it before you lose every single thing. Cool down. I know what I'm doing. What are you doing? Now look at what we have here. This market is pointing down to this very place. It is possible that this market can retrace to this point, but it is also possible that in less than 5 minutes time that the market can still pull down. And if the market started pulling down, the place it will form a support is here, except something happened at the journey that it started going up and down, up and down. Then by so doing, it will no longer be a good market. So when we show some things, sometimes it looks as if we just talk, it looks as if we just wasted our time, but I know what I'm saying. All right, now look at this simple way to do it, the same way I did mine. Now I don't have any indicators in my charts here. I don't have any. That is why I keep begging people. Most times strategies can confuse you. Most times over strategy can bring a lot of confusion, that making you to look forward to get a particular thing, then at the end of the day you will not see you will not still find a solution to what you are looking at for. So in such a case, what should one do to solve this problem? What can one do to help to help himself out from the mess? Then I told us that if you must do that, there is one simple thing you need to do. This is moving average 21. This is moving average 21. Moving average 21. This is moving average 21. When I'm talking, please listen to whatever I'm saying. Now, right here is that same thing that I showed you. Look at it. Look at it right here. Did you see it? Right here. This is moving average 21. Even in 5 minutes time frame, between is working. When I mean 5 minutes time frame, even in 5 minutes time frame, the thing is working. Can you see that? It's working perfectly. So what is too hard? Once you have seen the market moving up, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry to think it's going to reverse now. Don't. There are certain things you will see. Don't just see one spike and you don't just see a bearish candle like this and you said, oh, it have traded for hours now, so for that reason once it start dropping, it's going to drop for a long time. No, it's not going to happen that way. Even though that had it been that you entered in this point, you will still make profit. But what will have happened? Let's assume you entered somewhere here. It's just a question. Let's assume you entered somewhere here, thinking that it is the same market. Then what will happen? It will have taken you up to this point, and by so doing, you will no longer know what to do at that point. So what should one do in this case? is what I'm showing you here. Now, going through these things, and since I'm making a video, I think the right thing I should do is to close this video and concentrate. One of the reasons why I should close the video is that this thing needs to step over to this place. You know, this one now in crash 300 30 minutes time frame need to pull down to this place. Otherwise, it may form a support here, and with this, it can move back to this place, and the losses and the profit I have already will not turn to loss. You know, but as time goes on, it will cross down to that place. But before that will happen, there is a need for one to close that particular market, like this one now. You know, but as for this market to pull back, it's going to pull back and rest in this very place. That is how this market will work. It will come to that point and get here first. Then from there, it will now start zooming off. So let me close this and concentrate and talk to us. Though that the subsequent spike that will be coming, I may not be catching it because I'm teaching. So let's go ahead and talk, because it will be dropping as soon as possible. All right, so one of the things you can do here is, I'm going to give you this thing as a bonus. Now watch what I'm going to add up here for you to fish out what this market looks like. Now look at it. I'm going to add moving average this time. I have 21 already. This I'm going to add 12 and change the color to something else. Look at it. Did you see something? Did you see something? Now I'll be adding another beautiful strategy. This time I'll be adding another one. I'll be adding 50. You know, when we talk like this, it looks as if we just wasted our time. Did you see that? Now, I told us in my last video that I'm going to be showing you how you can be able to use the same strategy and do your scalping correctly. Crash 300 is a nice trade. The only thing that is funny about Crash 300 is that it is very fast. Your profit can be very huge. The loss can also be very huge. So why do I even trade Crash 300? I trade it because when I follow the simple rules and follow the market analysis carefully, I can place trade without losing. So even if I lost anything, I can bear it because I have the account. My account can carry it. So, and at my level, I don't lose anything and start crying. No, because I manage my loss size and I manage my account. When I mean my risk management is always sure. You know, the only funny thing about me when it comes to trading boom and crash is that I'm not too good in placing stop loss and take profit. Why? Because I'm trading boom and crash, and once I'm trading boom and crash, in my little level of experience, I don't think that I should place a stop loss in. I should place a take profit in the market that I know I will get more than that. Once I am catching a spike, but when it comes to scalping, I do add up my TP. But the funny part of it is that most times, even when you are adding a TP, let's assume you want to take from here, you want to take it here, you have this place as a target, and most times the market will not get to that place, it will spike. So one of the funny thing is that, and what you should be doing is, once you confirm that this thing, the strength is getting weak, close it. Don't rely on your TP. It's very, very important. Don't rely on your TP. Don't rely on your TP. So one of the best way you can do this thing is that, at first, why must you place trade, and what are the things you should look at for before placing trade? I told us that you can also add something here to help you clear out some doubts. What is that thing? Let's add MACD. Let's add MACD. Add a default MACD. Default MACD. Now, when you add something of this nature, it helps you to see when you want to use this strategy to do your scalping. Follow the simple rules. Follow the simple rules. It is very simple and manageable. Now, when you have all these things, like if you see this thing here, this is what I marked to help me ascertain a reversal and to confirm my trade. And exactly how I predicted it is how it works. Now, the same thing that happened there is the same thing that is bringing back this profit this morning. Now look at this. If I move this thing up like this, I will show you, and if I remove every single thing, let me show you. Look at this. Watch what we discuss here. Look at it. And what really happened. This was the result. Now, when it comes to catching, scalping, how do you look out for that? And how possible is it that it will work for you? You know, some people think that when we talk about those things, that it's not real. Look at it. Look at the clear one. And when you scalp a candle of this nature, you took a candle from here to that level, holding a trade, and this is crash 300. You know how volatile it is, and you know the weight of it. You know when a candle is successful in, imagine when you hold to take 10 candles in 1 minute time frame. You know what that means. You know, so it's not even impossible task. You know, let me just hold this thing like this, and add up the whole thing so that you yourself will even see that it is possible. You know, so that you yourself will see that it is possible. Let me start adding. Let me use the current one so that it will not look as if I am not talking about the current market, that I'm going back to the old market, the name of it, backtesting. All right, let's quickly add. The first thing I'm going to be adding is moving average 21. Moving average 21. Sorry. Let me use this very color. I think it's nice. Did you see it? What did you see? One, it helps you to fish out a clear reversal. Look at it. So once you have seen this consolidation market in this point, making runs, going up and going down, going up and going down, what strategy do you need to fish out a market that is about to change a direction? And I told you that 21 moving average will do the magic for you when it comes to doing your scalping. Please listen. When it comes to doing your scalping, 21 moving average is the miracle strategy that you need. Now follow this. Now once this thing happen in this course, it takes you from there. You will not enter this very candle here. You will not enter this one because it's very, very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. I told you, instead of you to make series of mistakes that you will live to regret. Instead of you to make mistakes that you live to regret. Once you have seen that a candle have crossed over to this place and that candle is a bullish candle, I told you to wait for that candle to be successful. And even if you entered at the crossing of this place, you will still take a candle. You will still take the market and make profit. Follow this. Look at this. This is where the resistance occur. So the market resisted it at this very point for a period of time. No. So now when this market get to this point and cross here, if you are a hardcore, you will enter here. When you enter here, you will allow the market to move up. But the funny part of it is that you shouldn't have allowed the market to finish from this angle. You should place your TP somewhere here. You know, let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me show you what I'm talking about. From the rules of the game, you should have trade from this angle. So when you trade from this angle, you are out of the market, doing your scalping, successfully taking over 30 candles before this spike will occur. Because for this spike to open up this whole place, for this thing to be open at this point, which means the market forced to reach in this place using nothing less than 2 minutes to empty this thing like this. So this is how the market works, and this is how big boys trade, and they change the game, and nobody will stop them. You know, you too can do the same thing. You too can do the same thing. You know, so when you have something like this, then where should you place your trade? Where should you look out for to enter for trade? Now, let me clear off all those things in the chart so that it will be clear, because I don't like a noisy environment. Alright, so look at this. From this very corner here, once this spike occur and the next candle opened as a bearish strong, because after this thing emptied this place, the market started retracing strong and healthy enough. Then once that happened again, you enter again. And how then should you manage this to be sure that you have a confirmed trade? I told you to add, and please add another moving average 21, because you can be careless in catching spike, but you cannot be careless in doing your scalping, because any move you made in scalping can so frustrate you that tears may run out from your eyes, because by the time the market will pull back against what you wish, you will be shedding tears. Did you see what I did now? Now, what is the aim of adding this? I added this so that it will help me to clarify this candle that is about to move, to see if there is any agreement in the market, and this is what we'll have here. And with that, it is enough reason for one to take a journey, because it simply means that no matter what is going on, you still have a chance of getting your market when you enter it in up direction like this. Do you get that? So this is the reason for this. You know, can I say this? Yes, I should. Now, do you know that once you see a cross like this, and you once had a consolidation in the past like this, that most of the strength can push the market for a long period of time, that even when you are caught with a spike, it's not going to be as if you entered in a wrong place. What this thing means, that when you enter a spike and a small spike comes, you will not rush to close it. You can hold, because it can come back and take you back to the market and cross that your entry point and still give you profit. That is what it means when you see and do those things. We'll say, especially when you enter a market that is in the right direction, you will have opportunity of making more profit than losses. So I told us, once this happens in this place and you have confirmed this, then the next candle that is coming up, please allow that candle to take like 5 minutes before placing trade. Do you know our problem? Our problem is that those small rules we give, people don't follow it, but they don't follow small rules, but they are making huge mistake. That is how dangerous informations can be. When you fail to follow rules, you make dangerous mistakes. Alright, so I told you that once the next candle comes up, you will definitely wait for 5 minutes. If you wait for 5 minutes and nothing happened, like what I did in this place, look at what I did. I waited for 5 minutes for this candle to drop, to confirm that it's going to make a strong move like this. Then what I did was, again, I visited 30 minutes to see where the market is resting. What did I see? I see the market resting on 21 moving average, meaning that the 21 moving average wants to be the strength of this thing that will push it up. Had it been that it crossed a little like this, it would have been a kind of confirmation that 21 moving average is not strong enough to hold this thing, and this market can pull back. Now, what do? I have to watch it after 5 minutes. I know that this market will cross down to this place, but so far so good because of what I have benefited already. I cannot allow my profit to go in the name that I'm waiting for more profit. That is one of the things people should learn. Imagine you enter the trade and you have like $5 already. You are waiting for $5 to turn to $30 when you are not sure of the analysis you did. So what do? You allow this thing to come back and give you $1 red, and you still close it with loss. What level of profit is that? And who taught you how to trade? You shouldn't have been doing those things. You watched me now. You watch me. And sometimes one of the things that I've come to realize that are making people to, in short, I see it as funny part of forex trading is that you're watching this video now, then you rush to comment to see people's comment and review to ascertain if the strategy is working. Now the question I have for you before we move ahead is, the person you are looking for their comment for you to take their own decision, are you in the same knowledge with the person? Do you have the same forex experience with them? Come on, I have a question for you once again. And why must you visit comment section to know if people are saying that it is good or if it is bad? Do you know that there are people who have traded for years that they have been failing because they are rating, they are relaxing, they are taking people's opinion? When forex trading is personal, I have said this, forex trading is personal. It is personal. Okay, now look at what happened. I don't want to show the comment here. Someone said that I have lost a lot of money using this strategy. And another person is telling me that without this strategy, I don't know what I will have been. Do you see? The same strategy that someone is using and be losing trade, another person is using it to be feeding families and making profit. Now, where is the problem? The problem is not on the strategy. The problem is on the knowledge you have. Do you know why I keep mentioning this thing? Especially some of our brothers from the Arab world, some of our brothers in Africa, mostly from the African countries. There is always a need for you to learn. Let's stop all these retail traders who rush into the market, who close our eyes. At the end of the day, what do we see? Nothing. We jump in. If we make it, we say, hey, thank God. If we don't make it, we'll frown our face. Alright? So what is the last thing to do? You add up MACD. I said use this setting, use the default settings, add up MACD. Then when you have this, from here you confirm that this market that is making this round, this market that is making this curve like this, is showing you that the market is going to make a move like this. The more shorter it becomes, the more ups it goes. You see that? So now look at it again. Right here, what does that mean? It simply means that it's going to make this round like this. The more short it becomes, the more spikes it comes. So until it gets to this place and change the histogram levels, then the more you change the histogram, then the more the histogram is changing to this direction, the more you have opportunity. But once there is a long candle here and the market started moving to this direction, that is to show you that you should not enter again. That is to show you that you should not enter again. Look at what I'm saying. The market will still drop. Even if I want to enter here, I should enter here, but I want to focus because soon it will still cross over to this place and help this one to hold here as a resistance, as a support zone to push the market up to this point. So follow these simple rules and you will definitely find what you're looking for. Stop jumping all around. master one particular strategy and learn every strategy, every working strategy. There is a knowledge behind it. So we that are creating the videos will have the knowledge upstairs and will find out those things and show you. Now some of us that are lacking the knowledge, when you did not follow the knowledge behind and you are looking for the strategy that we are created from a knowledge, it will be a difficult task for you. So follow these simple rules, and if you cannot do those simple things we are saying, which means that there is something you are lacking. Watching videos on YouTube for 5 years, 20 years does not guarantee you a profitable trader or a professional trader. You may know all the terms. That is one of the things I shared with my students in our mentorship class. You may know all the terms. You may even mention so many things about forex trading, but show us the proof of your results. Show us your account. Can we have the proof of your result? I'm not talking about demo. Bring live account. Let's see. Have you ever raised 500 to something else? Have you ever withdrawn $200, $500? That is not part of what you deposited. From what you labored for. So if you can do that, that is good. Then some of you that have been trading, you have $5,500 and you bring it down to $100, and you are calling yourself a professional trader. That is wrong. That is wrong. So if you are looking for mentorship, please, you are free to join us now that we still have time to accommodate some people, because soon this issue of mentorship will be over, so that we'll concentrate and make videos and allow people to watch and practice, because by so doing, I am sure that I've raised more profitable traders than losers. Thank you so much. I love you so much. GDFX. If you have been following our videos, you will notice that I once told us that in this particular thing, that what I've been looking at for is a little cross in this very 30 moving average, this 30 minutes time frame. That once I see that is going to help me to confirm that the market is going to reverse. So I waited for additional 1 good hour. The candle that we're moving forward was this. At the end of the day, I have to allow the candle to take its course, which helps this particular moving MACD to point a direction that is going downward. So this time around, this is what we have. Look at, these are secret trials. These are secret trials which everyone that is trading, every forex trader should have this thing in mind, that you placed a trade and the thing did not go to what you expected doesn't mean that you must allow the trade to hold for all I care. One of the things is that you should learn to manage your account. Now look at this one. Look at this one. This is this thing I closed. Then that time I entered again because I saw an opportunity. I closed. Check this thing. This is for spike. This is for spike. This also is for spike. So once I see that, I must not allow the market to eat me up before I realize of what I'm doing. Now, when I saw that this thing has gotten to this point, if you check the time, you will see the time of the trade and check when I entered the trade. You will notice that once I have seen that, there is no need for me to hold for a long time, since this particular market is not ready to reverse at due. So I have to close it. Now look at the funny thing. This little candle you are seeing here, it took 1 good hour, 60 minutes for it to take that particular decision. So what this simply means is that had it been that I waited, what will have happened is that I will have entered with profit and closed from where I stopped at the spot, which means that I wouldn't have made any profit. Rather, while waiting, I will have closed at the middle before the spike, causing me to lose more than what I was expecting. So I have to close the trade. So this is one of the advice I have to give to every young trader out there, every old trader, professional trader, and amateur traders. This is one of the advice I have to give you. Anytime you want to place trade, anytime you want to make profit, anytime you want to do anything in regards to forex trading and making profit, don't just place random trade. Don't just see any opportunity and you place trade. First thing first, learn to take the rules. Learn to take the rules. Learn to take the bulls by the horn. Don't just rush into the trade and you see red dropping, you place trade, because as the market will be moving to the direction you think is the right direction, it can easily reverse. Imagine when someone have seen this thing that cross over to this place and trying to move in that direction. Imagine that ever since that reversal, that the market never near where it was dropped. And from here, you will calculate it carefully. You will notice that each of these candle here represents 5 candles. So which means this candle is 15 minutes candle that was taken by only one spike. You know what that means? Imagine when you had trade and you entered for Skyping from this angle, only for you to be hit by one single spike, which means you will not understand what is happening, rather than to see that your money have dropped drastically to a point that you cannot manage. Even if you can manage it, but it will be so painful. Now follow these simple rules and make yourself an entry that you will not live to regret. Even if the market did not correspond the way you wanted it, you have this opportunity to close at a minimal loss. I've shared this thing with you. It is wrong for you to be trading boom and crash with the full concept of volatility, with the full concept of currency. It is very, very wrong. They have similarities in structure, but they have different move. When you talk about boom and crash, it's either moving up or it will drop. So, but when you talk about volatility 75, it will be moving in this direction. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, making it difficult for one to enter. Few minutes is on profit, the other seconds is on loss. And sometimes it takes a strong move and also most times take a strong move down. You know, that is how difficult it is. So instead of you to be making such a costly mistake of thinking that it must respond to what you expected, follow some of those simple instructions. What are those simple instructions? Look for key points, key levels. What are those key levels? Those places that market once stopped. Look for them. They have the tendency of showing you what the market may do in the next move. Such thing like this. You know, this is my entry point. I entered because I have seen that this particular market have tried for a period of time and could not go. Not only this, I followed this trade from a higher time frame. Do you know why I still leave the trade? Because I have this concept that this thing should pull to a circle, at least to come a little bit lower than this, to rest on this very moving average to help the market move up to a very serene position. So as this market is setting to drop again, remember that even though that my initial profit have reduced, but I'm still on profit. I am still on profit. Do you know that? I'm still on profit. And that is why I hope you know that the little part of this thing, that as it drops and gives profit, that is how it will also drop and give you losses had it been you entered wrongly. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Had it been you entered it wrongly, that is what you will have also experienced. You know? So the more you try to see positive things, the more things turns against you. What can one do about it? I told you, mark the key levels. And remember what I told you, as this thing is as the thing is getting shorter, forming this move, the more the market will be going in this direction. So each time you want to place a trade, have some things under consideration. What are those things you place under consideration? What is the nature of the market in your higher time frame? It's very, very necessary for you to think that way. Failure to think that way, you'll be losing your trade every single now and then. Now, this market you are seeing can do better in spiking if all of them will come over to this place, if all of them will come over to this place, the more it drops, like the market in this direction simply means that the more it tries to push up, to move up like this, the more it drops. And as it is dropping, it is giving you the opportunity to be taking your spikes small. Now, as this market is up in this direction, it has more strength to give you scalping opportunities than catching spike. Do you get that? So these are some of the simple things you should have in store. So expecting a spike in this direction will be a suicide mission. But expecting a spike when it must have crossed over to this place gives you more opportunity. Let me show you what I'm saying. In such a place like this, what you see is not scalping. What you see is a spike. In a space like this, what you see is not spike. What you see is scalping. These are some of the simple things I want you to have in mind. Did you see it's returning back small? These are some of the simple things I want you to have in mind. I want you to have them. I want you to have that. Let it be stored in your system so that you will not be making series of mistakes that most traders are making, and that is one of the reasons they are losing every now and then. So one of the best things you should do for yourself, I hope you can see, one of the best things you should do for yourself, when the market was just, people will say, close now, relax, I know what I'm doing. So one of the best things people should do for themselves is not just rushing to set up the strategies, the indicators. Like some people will call me names, you are wicked, you don't add up indicators. They don't know that the indicators are good, but when you lack the backings, you will still have the indicators and still mess things up. You still have the same indicators and you still make things up. So each time you have a cross like this and you have seen a histogram change like this, don't bother much to do your scalping. Always look forward to catch a spike. Then if you are not a fan to spike, then don't make such mistakes. Look forward to do something like this. A histogram change that moves in this direction is a move of candles in a higher time frame in your chart, but more preferable for you to see those things you were seeing in your lower time frame from a higher time frame. That is where you do more business with a relaxed mind than trying to figure out small move in your lower time frame, which can not give you the accurate move, because in your lower time frame it will be noisy. While, okay, let's just mark something here to show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. This is 1 minute time frame. Just look at all these things you are seeing. Did you see what I accumulated? Do you see the whole this thing in your lower time frame? Do you see all of them? Now let's see what it looks like let's see what it looks like. Did you see in 5 minutes time frame? This is what it looks like. Then let's go a little bit in 15 minutes time frame. This is what it looks like. Did you see in 30 minutes time frame? This is what it looks like. In 1 hour time frame, where is it? It's not even a thing to see. Look at it. Why? Except I have to add up a little so that it can be noticeable. You see? So the whole noisy areas you are seeing is not even a single thing in your higher time frame. So what you enjoy in your lower time frame is a move of a higher time frame. Always take note of that, and I'll keep saying this thing even in my class. This is one of the things I spend my time on, to make people understand the importance of taking your trade from a higher time frame. Did you see what I told you? Now let me show you what it means to wait. Did you see this spike now? Let me show what it means to wait. Look at the trade. Did you see that? Did you see it? What did you see? But I've waited for this thing to return to 5, yet I did not close. No, follow. This is trade. Some will say, but it's not live trade. Who said that? What do you know about live trade? What do you know about live trade? People criticize good news and celebrate bad news. When they see someone growing, they look for a way to tarnish that person's image and talk all sorts of things to bring that person down. Look at it. I know what I was waiting for. Look at it. It's not luck. Please have this mindset. It's not luck. It's not all about luck. You are not lucky. It's knowledge. It's knowledge. Once you have the knowledge, you make your predictions. Had it been that this thing did not go my direction, I would have also closed my trade at the but I had an opportunity of seeing $5, and I was watching it, it was returning. I was not panicking because I have done my analysis carefully and I know what it should look like. And that is exactly what the market did. But some of you must have seen a small candle, pam, and you rush to close. This is crash 300. This is crash 300. Imagine what you are seeing. At least this one is happening right in your eyes. Check what you have here. Check what you have here now. Is right in the place, and check those things. I hope you can see the market and how it was structured. So nothing is there. Nothing is there. It's all about how, I don't know what to say. It's all about what you have upstairs and how you want to do it. You can do the same thing I'm doing. That is why in my mentorship class, most of my students are doing more than me because they have more time to do this thing more than me because they are using fresh knowledge to wait and to do the analysis, and they step out successfully. You know, I'm not deceiving anyone. Look at this. Look at this. I said something earlier, and in my previous video, I've been saying this thing. Once you see a candle like this, wait for a bullish to take it, because if the next candle closes as a bearish, you have more opportunities than ever. That is how simple this market can be. Alright, so follow these simple rules in case you do not watch the subsequent videos, because I'm going to make this one miracle strategy 1, miracle strategy 2, and miracle strategy 3, because they are all in the same circle. Then I will now bring all of them in one particular video, so that in case you are missing out in 1, 2, 3, then you can easily find this one so interesting and make use of them. Don't watch this one without watching the other one. Watch all of the videos and you will see how I was able to graft those things together. Just call it like a series, you will get to the same results. Crash 300 is easy, but when you have small accounts, please avoid crash 300. When you have small accounts, someone say, but close it now, the money is finishing. Relax, okay, relax, cool down. All right, I can easily leave this market. Let me show you why I can leave this market for a long period of time, because the resting place of this thing should be here. You know, the resting place should be here. Let me drop this thing and show you. Look at it. So for some of you that are saying, if I manage to have this thing, I'll be taking 20 cents. I'll be taking what am I doing with $3? I'll be taking 50 cents every day, and each trade I'll be taking 50 cents, and I will laugh. Why do I laugh? Because when you enter, you will find this thing. That is why it is necessary for you to learn. Do you know why it's better to learn? When you learn this thing, and understand it more better, you can easily do business with this, and it's reliable. You are not defrauding anybody, you are not scamming anybody, you are not cheating anybody, you are not being frustrated. You can stay right in your house. Even in your old age, you are still cashing out. You know, the benefit, the good thing is that this is forex. It has stayed for a period of time. You know, so this is one of my advice for you. Look for a mentor, learn these things. If you cannot do these things I'm doing, look for a mentor and learn it. Beg that person of what you have. Anyone that wants to help you will not be too serious with a certain amount. Do you know that? That person will not be too serious. And for some of you that are thinking that maybe GDFX, the reason you talk like this is that maybe learn mentorship is for big men. No, mentorship is for everyone. When you discuss with someone and that person wants to help you, that person will help you. Therapy, let me not go that place. So don't die in silence. Speak up. It will surprise you that the little thing in your hand can give you the access for mentorship. So maybe you are following some people, they are saying that you must have $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. Mentorship is for $5,000. No, don't think that way, because I am in Africa. I know what it means for one to raise $1,000 to learn. I know what that means. So feel free to reach out, but one thing is that you must pay when it comes to mentorship. But outside mentorship, you can visit our YouTube videos, watch other videos, add it to the knowledge you have. You can make exploits in the journey. My name is GDFX. I look forward to see your response. Keep winning with these strategies and make sure you don't blow your account. Instead, grow your account. GDFX, love you so much. Thank you.